Good morning. Are you Darius Jack?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 1624. Mr. Jack was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to violating a protective order 2 or more times. And I have received the pre-sentence report. If you both had an opportunity to review that report.
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
Any additions or corrections?
None, Your Honor. Nothing from the state judge.
All right, then, Mr. Jack, at this time, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay the $1,000 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes obviously having no contact with the victim in the case. And I understand that you guys have a child together. So it's very important that you get with Mr. Paget or someone to make sure that you have some legal documents in place for visitation and things like that. I will allow you to have contact or communication with her only through what's called the Family Wizard. It's an app that y'all can get on your phone. I will require you to pay the cost of that app for you and her. That's how you will communicate about your child, unless y'all have a family member or someone else that you can go through. The good thing about that app, though, it's really designed to protect both of you, not just her, but you too, because everything you do is saved on that app. So she can't say, well, he said this or he did that. If you send a message that says the kid has a doctor's appointment or soccer or whatever it is, it's there, can't be deleted, can't be changed. So it's really a good protection for both of you to use. You can talk to Mr. Paget more about that.
Yes.
May you speak?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I have this ankle monitor on. Is there any way I can get this off? I've been on it for about 7 months.
So that was a condition of your bond, and I don't know, do you have any issues?
I don't see anything
That's happened since then?
that would indicate.
He has been very diligent with it, and I don't think there are any violations, but it's been a great financial burden on him, and he's with one which he's managed to get done.
What's the status of the Hardin County?
We have court on the 20th, and I've spoke to the prosecutor there, and we're going to be running something concurrent with your case here, Your Honor.
Give me just a second.
Absolutely.
They also, there's another, it's called a Talking Parents co-parenting app. I don't care which app you use. If there's a new, better one, it's been a long time since I've used Family Wizard, but it will be through an online application, some type of app on your phone that y'all have communication about your child. You'll also be required to follow any and all rules if you get a probation in Hardin County with regard to contacting communication. Do you understand? Are you required out of Hardin County on that bond? Have they required you to have that GPS monitoring device?
No, Your Honor.
No, it's just here. Okay, so it was a condition of your bond here. It's not a condition of your probation. So as of today, you'll be able to get that taken off. So here's the thing. If you have any communication or contact that you're not supposed to have, not only will you be in trouble here, you're going to be in trouble over there. You're looking here at going to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years, just for having the wrong kind of communication. It's that simple. So she cannot give you permission to violate this order. So she may say, you know what, it's been a while, everything's fine, let's meet, let's do whatever, let's talk. You can't do it. Only I can give you permission to have any other communication other than about your child, other than through an app.
Yes.
Makes sense? If you do everything you're supposed to, get past the situation and successfully complete your probation, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, the case will actually be dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. But the other side of that is if you violate any condition, you'll be back in here again and looking at going to prison for 2 to 10 years. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived any right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is there paperwork on, are we doing both cases?
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. You're Dr. Blewett.
Yes, ma'am.
Morning, Mr. Kelly.
Morning.
Will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment and the motion?
Yes, we do. And I wonder if, clearly we're pleading open, but we also don't really have an agreement on which violations of the motion we're going to plead to. We're going to plead to the
Okay.
aggravated assault, obviously, and some of those that are.
I'll go through probably the whole thing since it's unagreed.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Blewett, in cause number 26 DCCR 0362, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from February 1st of 2026. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty or not guilty? Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? In that case, I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Kelly? Do you fully understand them? And it looks like there is no agreement, and so you have not waived your right to appeal, but you're leaving your punishment up to me. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
I want to make sure you understand you have an absolute right to have a jury come in and decide 2 things. The first would be to decide if you're guilty or not. And then if they find you guilty, you could leave your punishment up to that jury. If we go forward this way, you're waiving that right. And is that what you want to do? Also, do you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection to number 1, Judge.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Blewett's not competent?
Not at all, Judge.
All right, then, and Mr. Blewett, in cause number 260362, find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. And then in cause number 22-41150, I have a first amended motion to revoke your unadjudicated probation. This shows that you were placed on probation September 13th of 2023 for the offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle, and that was an 8-year deferred probation. Is that correct? This motion alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on February 1st of 2026. And is that true or not true?
Yes, ma'am.
True or not true?
Sure.
Count 2 alleges that you were at a residence or at a location other than your residence at 12:32 a.m. on February 1st of 2026. And is that true or not true? Count 3 alleges that you committed the offense of harassment on February 1st of 2026. Is that true or not true?
Not sure.
Count 4 alleges that you failed to avoid injurious or vicious habits by brandishing a loaded firearm during the assault of Alondra Cantu on February 1st of 2026. Is that true or not true?
True.
Count 5 alleges the same thing, really, but that you have failed to avoid injurious or vicious habits by brandishing that loaded firearm, and a child was also present, and that's on February 1st of 2026. Is that true or not true?
Right.
Count 6 alleges that you associated with a disreputable person, to wit, Daniel Clark, or that you were at a location where a criminal act was being committed on February 1st of 2026. Is that true or not true?
Not sure.
Count 7 alleges that you failed to immediately report to the probation officer your arrest from February 1st of 2026. Is that true or not true? Count 8 alleges that you became intoxicated or were under the influence of an intoxicating substance February 1st of 2026 in violation of your probation order. Is that true or not true?
Sure.
Count 9 alleges that you possessed a firearm and ammunition in violation of your probation order, and that's from February 1st of 2026. Is that true or not true? And then count 10 alleges that's really the same as 8, so I'm going to skip 10. All right. Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily? And did you plead true to those counts because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
I also have here on the tablet in that case some documents that have your signature on them, but the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Did you also go over these with Mr. Kelly before you signed them?
Yes.
And it looks like the same thing in this case. You guys do not have an agreement with regard to punishment. You're just leaving that up to me. Is that your understanding? And that you will have some rights to appeal depending on what happens. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection, number 1, Judge.
All right, it's admitted. All right, Mr. Blewett, in that case, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 9 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm going to reset this case as well for sentencing. We'll get an updated report on that one. Anything that you think is important for me to know, get that information to Mr. Kelly. He'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. Is this something that we need a little extra time on?
I believe so, Your Honor. My understanding is that Mr. Coleman is going to present some punishment evidence whenever the hearing is set, so you
Okay.
want to have some extra time for that.
We'll just set it at an 11 o'clock on a regular date, but at 11, so that we have a little extra time for anything like that. Okay? All right. Thank you for being here. Y'all can go back to the bailiff, or you can go back. Not at all. Good morning. You're Cedric Brown. And Mr. Brown, did you get a lawyer hired?
No, ma'am. I continuously look, and it's kind of out of my range. Like they all want me to pay like 5,000 down.
Who'd you talk to?
Piece of paper. Excuse me. I spoke with James Mackin, Dalmore, Stovall, and Brittany Holmes.
Okay. Well, good. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Brown, thank you for doing what I asked you to do. I'm going to have you fill out some paperwork this morning to see if you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer.
Yes.
Make sure you fill it out accurately and completely. Don't just leave it all blank. You're going to swear under oath that it's all true, and then I'll take a look at it in a few minutes.
Yes.
You'll step in front of the clerk on the end. She'll give you that paperwork.
Okay.
Involved, and I don't have documentation yet.
Okay. Derek Chapman, if you'll call the name Derek Chapman, please. Good morning, ma'am. Are you LaCaria Kirkwood? And Ms. Kirkwood, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 1191. You're charged with a state jail felony offense of criminal mischief, and that's from April 20th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? So what I'm going to do, Ms. Kirkwood, is reset your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire someone. If you get someone hired before that next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer, and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would have to go back to jail. Do you understand? All right, if you'll step in front of the clerk right here, she'll give you a reset notice. Good morning. Are you Horace Tyson? And Mr. Tyson, this is your initial appearance in cause number 26 DCCR 1250. You're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and that's from April 17th of 2026. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
I can't afford it,
Okay.
but,
Are you unable to work?
I'm able to work.
I'm sorry.
I'm able to work.
You're unable. So I'm going to find, Mr. Tyson, that you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. And we'll get that name for you this morning. And the clerk will give you those instructions. All right. So if you'll just, come in front of the clerk for a second, she'll give you that information.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. The one that was appointed when you were in custody is going to be who your attorney is. Okay. Good morning. You're Casey Kincaid. Mr. Kincaid, did you get someone hired?
I spoke to the other lawyers. It might be one of them, so this might be one that you said. And also,
Who else did you talk to?
Brian Burks, Timothy Adams, and Thomas Burbank.
Okay.
And also, it's my personal income. I
Okay.
think I was supposed to show. Just like the last.
You get paid weekly or bi-weekly? Weekly. Okay. All right. So you think if I give you one more reset, you're going to be able to get one of them hired? Well, thank you for bringing that and doing what I asked you to do, Mr. Kincaid. Let me take a look at something. So are you still working at the court?
Yes, ma'am.
You are?
It's been kind of hard for me because, maybe my wife going through a separation and she didn't file like the postcards home, but they still let me know from your court still.
You do still have your TWIC card? Okay. So I'm not sure what's going on between the two of y'all, but she sent us some information. She's obviously not happy with whatever's going on. If I were you, to stay out of trouble, I would stay far away at this point. Make sure you keep your job, keep your TWIC card, do everything you're supposed to be doing, and don't be doing anything you're not supposed to be doing. Some of the allegations she makes in here are not good about some selling drugs and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you're still working, I've seen your pay stubs. It looks like you are. So I'm going to assume that you are. Thank you for bringing that. You need to try to get someone hired before that next court date. All right. Step in front of the clerk. Good morning. Are you Nelson Garrett?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Garrett, were you able to get someone hired?
No, ma'am, but I'm trying to see about I have one in mind, but I didn't know if I wanted to chose with like switching. So I wanted to see if I could do that. I kind of found one, like, but he never gave me a real answer, like a legitimate number. And so we're working on it with my dad.
Who is that you talked to?
His name Crump, something like that. It's CRUMP,
Where's he out of?
Houston.
Okay.
Yes,
So is your dad helping you hire someone?
yes.
So when you were here before, I gave you some rules to either get someone hired or talk to at least 3 attorneys.
Yes, ma'am.
So I need to know if you talk to some others or if you're planning on hiring him, I can give you some time, but you got to.
Somebody kind of got me here about the last one, so I don't really want to do too much with it, but try to be.
So here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Garrett. I'm going to reset your case one more time. If you get Mr. Crump hired, great. If not, I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. All right. Not just your dad, but you or whoever needs to talk to at least 3. Again, they all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. If you don't do what I've asked you to do next time when we come in, your bond's going to be raised for not following that court order and you're going to go back to jail. So make sure you do that. Okay. Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you a reset notice. Good morning, sir. You're Travis Hingston. And Mr. Hingston, did you get someone hired? Speak up, please.
Adam Langston, I think. Those were getting out some phone calls and boys responded to them.
So did you talk to us? If the lawyer's not responding to you, then maybe you should try to hire somebody else, right?
Cloud say call they verify.
Brent who?
Kirk.
Kirk or Turk? Where's he out of?
And Bryce. Yeah,
Kirk. Never heard of a Kirk.
say I don't
Right?
Yes.
It's M. Brent Turk.
Mhm.
It's a T.
Oh,
It's Turk. And you have an appointment with him at 2. So, Mr. Hingston, you've been here a few times. This is going to be your last reset. You need to get him or someone hired before that next court date, or